Hey Prince, hey, Miss sorry ba me ba beto we chi o de twen bi a. Wa ma me aye me na na de ni bi o de twere me bo mpa ya ba twere me ye adwuma hi me ye adwuma hi a me ba beto we chi ho. Everything for this boy has just disorganized my thoughts. Pacha move on chemi na mi producers we oh yaba no de ni yaba adwuma na na ebeye na we no a last segment of Enewukiada 11th August 2021 at the Nsroma adwumadi no nsem ankrata ne de aba anope ya ebu mfumpa no eno ene eba be discuss yi na answer na no Vicentia Adazewa Akins or Gampa Law Faculty na wa woda nti wa wo for lawyer Akins ene jamalo ye boy Akinsa na Justice Ananda Akins omo nyina ema happy birthday Vicentia nti o no lawyer for ba na wo sensual law nti mu de ne ya na ye easy. May the Lord and the Lord be with you. Kase eme wo baby awo no eno no na minua geli na yajeman sisi a wo se den na ekoso omu se ene no yajeman birthday no prelims na sha ase ene amebo a ene na ji se wo kokumanse wate kokumanse na ne yajeman ko hye prelims na se na echina na mehia ma osunwan ne the party na ankasa ahyehye so. And he still celebrating my good friend Gifty Yajimai of Cocoa Board Kumasi. Happy birthday in advance. China na miniho. Jakwabna beyamam. And some more abe so and ne anope kesi pano. You tag eda so trendy. As you see a penny ni gubre and the wash and krata ni diaba. You tag calls bluff of NLC. Refuses to resume lectures. Yen kan saying na natin so ahyase bokoko we na ya na manage ho no na maka ho asem no NLC wo ho na we ya achechefo nkabom komiensa nyina nat two other unions omo ani achechefo nkabom ko ewo Ghana nat nagrat and then CCT Coalition of Concerned Teachers and wo mo se enema hodo omo fam wa de kire ni adesua mu no emwa challenges enya ketua asem no omo ken omo ka omo curriculum omo ka omo syllabus omo ka conditions a eboa ema adekire eni adesua timi koso enti ene ufa Ghanaian Times page 17 womo alisti womo niama hodo no a ha womo challenges no resources yi eno ana make curriculum ne syllabus ne ekeka ho contact hours ebres wo munya ne nkwada ne kirade eno nso ya asem foforo working hours of teachers without compensation ejuma no wo ya mane boroso enso de esese yedem wo no yemfa mo wo slow pace in upgrading of teachers yem promote wo ntem absence of responsibility allowance yemfa nko teachers promotion crisis nansen wotin honsem refusal to appoint teachers in the offices as heads and assistant heads, transfer of teachers in special schools, and signing of performance contracts. Ene ni ekeka ho. Ti o maka we nyina say wo mo say we be ebobo so me Ghanaian Times. Ebobo so me de toso aduasa na de o makeken wo mu nyante ho hwe ya. O mo beti atua. O de mo pa mo hwe. Na ebobo so me ni bedru ebepa ho. Omo ntehwe so omo nyate atua no nso a ubenya ekuwa ye o masede sede omo ken obehwa aye ho adwuma no na wabeka kye mu ya direct mu ya order mu monkwa adwuma enti se omo ma ayi ni se ya hint ni se ya na mo from wo ye mo den o abedwafo mo de mo amomeka ho asem I tire for Ghana self enwi so kra na wosesame ho dodo e di asema maka wagu mechi tena ho enti ene yebeka ho asem se UTAG se ya na omobo okoko ena ne yedru baby a yedru enti edita chechefo nkabom komiensan de yi ka ho se ni nyina ne nso ano no yenso ne sen enkrata ne de abaye se ekuo bi the petition akose saa katua ntumu na yede ma aban adwuma yefo no a you say a joint negotiation committee for eco negotiate ye no or same to negotiate no more da na 4% this year 7% this year ne dia hanta ni beka omunyon enye isha enti onum e the petition akwa akoma mampanin say omo pede e sefata omo brofo no realistic salary adjustment eno so ye beka ne sen ansa na afi mo adwen se mo mame ofa ho nto no Sputnik V vaccine middleman to refund $2.4 million osi ode beba na Krache Sami Jemfi NDC communications officer lawyer ni say onyi ni say owura kokwajima menu nko a ene ye ade no enti enen krata no Daily Post especially the other on platforms and so can say Ken Oforiatta must resign. He is chief corporate of 160 million Ghana cedis Sputnik V vaccine scandal, says Sami Jemfi. Inti we need someone to pay yebedi eho enkomo. Eric Adekye ene man show mobile ye bon community me hu ni otena sekane ladies first na ya wodi ne break akra secretary no so di pa me ana menuano no nti ene de na wochi dem te se de me ye ne nura ne sa anti de otebe mi ni din su de di kan Eric Adekye deputy Bono regional communications officer Emma NDC onu se wo so hase no koye ntosifu enhia se obekọ akoye no eyi sumahin kru betimi kra abeye no kato ana se jamdede hobe bi fi se domfete efri jamdede ko domfete mu hye dantwe factory naba nti oso okodo efu na yenye bi di feed factory obekọ akodo
yebedo Is Ghana ye krento
o se makona wa na o dia o
Is Ghana ye krento si free Morocco nti yankodo a ebewie no na no so ayasem
really
how this week one follow stories
David
sure
Morocco
nya
Burkina bi me kra no pe na paper bi kan ho asem na me kan se na se entosi de edu sabre ya Ghana abu unsensuo ne toto nti Ghana de no ba dada na December mu no penisia na Ghana de no ho aye din a omokofa Burkina de ne ba
fertilizer na nke de be yes ha na ba ni nyina na afunu mu no de fa border no so na ni person
now you are dragging me into something else
it's serious
minim of
je neighbor to nim nebo 6 million
Jane so time say ho ye den enti edru October mo na Jane ba
6 million
uni se maton Jane da
uni ma bro bag bo
Eric maton Jane da o
if
you Burkina ba eyi techima kintampo kwase no makojo na ma Jane bag na me de ko achi eni pa bere o
ya se uni ma bro bag bo
there be a bro so de me
when ya na for cry 450 Ghana cedis
na de kan na nke ye say
oh that's a 20
say yeah edru off season
na 1.7 na the entire America can we nyina ne say you see say government at the policy be bad I was saying a positive impacts our citizenry so
okay
and this planting for food and job policy no so when you say yeah na your cover policy no be na your friend map
edru
me obeti my secretary
na me
oh yeah
na me dase na ya ajanto aye general secretary ma CPP Nana se ase de reka ye ni de ji se me mamu nyam kodo ntosi ne bi boaye ne adi fidi don fete factory
Morocco de se o wa ntosi
ntosi
me na se nsio nto nsio ya nto ye hu so
ana enu so president na ma nsio
nto mi ni ya make as a covid aka nsio no se
den bibi wo Twitter bi say aba we de anya kra hwe na bre so kra Messi afi Barca ko PSG aba bi say
amam for that
ya me de be
bia de Messi obekwara mi kakra kasa na omo ye no
say your time no officer ko ti we wura mama ne kasa se ka ho mai
Eric jama una o de sa tweet ne ba
boy Barcelona mo fa ho bai o po ma se ma o be hwe so abu man no ne ba footballers ne kasa so
Eric na de o ma me ayu ba kwa show Dennis Miracles Abuaje nkambeka ejeyu David kama yo justice
minim petition tro
petition ye fo petition ma
minim petition tro it's meant to be
petition kwa no tro
stop send this petition
but there is a justice Justice Dennis J said
David ni nyina Erika J no to to no petitions na di yi o mu nyina
anye who dey on natural why
Alote Jacobs
Alote die no
they are the chance e no ye to be gamu ni di da what say what started throw it means ade
petition one sem ba na end na ukwada me expect say me hu no die wa ma
so do me say that's all not throw it
sada na me hope say me hu na mabisa wo ho ase
petition I dey yefu no mazi
oguso throw it means ade
munya me nua na
said your mo kan no petition am throw e ba ko
David
kokko yi do ho dia nkwa na me
Alote Jacobs
kokko dia na show
yes
na alote dia ndi enyewa
e di fu for the chance e no throw
okay na opani itimen ade ne
ono so mucho office abi je office secretary
wa hihye din no wo ho nti
ade no mucho sabi je office secretary ono so sabi je office secretary ono down
also you diabolic
but no seriously I am serious
also me ma onye sa Eric Oshadi dey that na baba da
sabi je office secretary ono down
teacher for Zabuaje obi awo wa Christian university so diabolic here ni dey sa when you actually was center. They have seen your course.
What sound the miracles?
What sound the miracles? Hey, brother, what the miracles like Kenya? Hey, and go no to your full bed diabolic.
You didn't create Christopher Day.
And I no pay or Martina said, then is your NPP communication team member no pay them once a pa. Yasser said, Sano near Breno Kwan, Neoconum. Na Eric, yanka you tag and see me kakra. You tag for you, Gusua, power mucho. Now, so else in some more buofu. Or CNLC, you do your worst. You don't class beyond na money near costing na a buying for more year in a ginantemu. Ah, say your employer, your jumera for more to me catch and see a jumera waffle. But mon can't be that. Na say labor dear from pair, mostly labor, say labor for to cross your mom for me. Ye becan is saying, and not so this alcohol boy. Eh, my
that's it. Mechia Ghana hefo a ehwe UTV anope.
Okay.
Na memfa nche mu edru. Emma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
Say your position na Ghana for ho kwa ho yehia mu a say otu anamon until last week oko Volta regional baby ana ensuo edi ni penya no. Ekokoye donation cement over 1,000 bucks ne eduane ne chance ne de keka ho dem omo. The best stress onko so na onye nipa dom ya me pick from teacher unions ne de no na me de wura you tag for them. There's a trend in this country say osha ebia na wa won check in sir most of times you know sir atuante dom ya na atuante ku especially teachers ne other working class no agitation ya na it has started wo mra Article 71 of his holders on Shishan, ya we have to jam here discuss. Until the opaya coach. Nashe various years nature mukon. Emra this strike issue never babyano. Nasa ya can't go for be more cat ya one semeri.
Oh, really?
Ya Ghana for the donania impression say I say a BT binti. It is an a bebadia, and so into ye dear one among.
Okay.
Now, Osha concerns are. Teacher union for no reason. I think it's any legitimate because the more can say teaching and learning resources no any available. What kind that portion of the statement now? Or more kind to the extent to say almost even textbooks. Yeah, teacher for be useful for teaching and available for them. Yeah, but any man be what's here? Yeah, na emu erem kakra. As a serious nation, you did see your house for him say, you knew education so. Education, your person be a could be quite, and found only baby or free, near which you're free. And this are quite another quite in a classroom, dear. Now, I can't dear was here the more training, no child. And no one be your problem. Now, quite another what training none, it may cracking the brains in a way to do something. I don't think that your boy education sector. Your assistant curriculum for the past 2 years. Common textbooks. Yeah, the teacher for whole training. Yeah, what me pa?
Oh, baby.
Say we na model bachelor kwada. Teacher for training number 2 good years aba. Sakrata na model bachelor de no munya. But we are in a country yetimi de kaniti sika 380 billion eto past questions. Past questions near the man kwadano within 3 months aka so mo kwatro mo final paper mo twiro wi a past question na no so da ho. Another batch eba no ne asen akoto past questions. So are we helping ourselves as a nation? We are in a country yetimi kokoto mathematical set say e be chama enkwada na e classroom na baako be cost you 78 Ghana cedis. Wabra teacher ni na o classroom no krata na o hwe mu a kire akwada na de ma na yisu ma set na ye adwuma krata no mai o hwe that portion so o mo say o classroom na e overcrowded. Yes, when you tell you preach equity, COVID aba, and say it was social distancing cause man penny be kasa no chere kwan ya yemfa so ntena waka na basis. But teacher unions in e ka kire say okọ classrooms a enkwada no say do mo si abo apeso no. Enye good. And what is the cause of the teacher for weekend? Yeah, infrastructure development e was enke massively our education sector no. We are not seeing it today. And don't forget say aban we betina kunwa so. Get fan photo a ya boato a teten kakra de tumu no. Or the kokwaje besia. So the baba ye massive infrastructure development cross board so obi e benya ne de. So question Ghana for busa ne say sika pudo na ye kwaje ya ene ye de get fan photo na si a 15 good years no. Infrastructure hodo ben e na mode aya mu mie ma ye hu teacher for complaining say enkwada na overcrowded. Ebiem teacher for ne say omo contact hours na omode ye adwuma o classroom no so no almost say MC faculty kwan so na dia show mo because I always say we a leader in any organization or successes utimi achieve wala we all inclusive what I say say we ya de na mo bia partake bi obi a kire na dwen say na e wose ye kono na sa memenifi bia mamu na almost start say omo execute policies. You as a leader, no, when I take credit out of it, and I'm a boy. But where the acquire a teacher need to one year by a say nanka open school for. You see, we upon 5:30, young carrying. Teacher need to be aside normal working hours now, no, upon when the classes be traveling chain or when the business is be all year work, come near the other. And it's a money or more aunt, Nancy and George or more who benefit or munya woman. These people won't be. Okay, portion of the statement now. They just want to say, I say, or money or man consort in that decision making, and which is not fair. Allowances are hot or ben a more through that period. No, you himself COVID aba a hard idea, but in the heat of COVID, no, I buy penny for years more per diem. Ya money. In the heat of COVID, Article 71 office holders, man penny ekatu ya tumu be 79%. So that teacher nino or sanye mana onye okay. Ya commercial be feel. A lot of the MPs no much rade. Be no more senior high schools, be more universities, ne training colleges ne de account. Or child there was senior high school no. Then a ketria number 1,800, 1,900. But I ne wabeyem rashibi jeni. Or ya under Article 71 office holder. I buy to me man be $100,000. Ya buying a guarantee man. So on fanko to V8, non fanye juma. I buy to ne ketria mua. Neketua no yes am an ho back pain po from time oba parliament utie me ba enti se nipa no hu se me nua ya na menene ti sumama senior high school na menene na that the same level okọ parliament this year neketua na me de ne times be 10 or times 8 ya amemene fimba and all these things na was here in a way say ebema teacher for na nya sa pepa no e de a kire nkwada ne de epe and then with the issue of say e upgrade teachers. Now no other the results here by what did you see? Results need the can't test be messages or my pass or more cultural test exams. No. Mama 2 days time near Sunday or more back so more failing.
Oh, I know the because I have a relationship with GS, no,
yeah.
May you follow up. Now according to GS, or muji to me ne Prof Krakasa or G to mu say na IT for no and a mistake kakra buy. Enti omo catcher omo say o from so and they duly apologize. And omo ye corrections no omo can say wa o de no de unya ya wo say ye delete one Fabra.
Yeah.
And most of them couldn't even present it.
Were you convinced?
Eric, yet I was convinced because and I said that next time the IT guys should be careful. Eric, meet me by Juma Bekan Sembi. Be an entisa. The next day, you have to issue a rejoinder.
Member.
Ojitum on air, Prof. Can say, oh, yeah, I am from Swan a bar yet.
Yeah,
it's just almost sending you now a boom wrongly.
Yeah, with them, member. Teacher near. Wachira de wo.
Na Eric nti so edanya mi o hata enim. Obi won exams yakotwe mu nyina pass ya bobda.
Meba. Eye me maso die se me kotwe sohwe. My registration, my due process. Eye wo waso die say at the end of the day minya end results na me here.
Sure.
Nti me ma trust aso hwe ne be 3 good times. Me pass it. Na no de me tru wie. Me wo ha na fie da di message ba se ma pass it. Me da Adekye kwesi da ne asen ama message say my faili system be ni operate
ebe how
and they think telling us say IT department are committed sa error no enough to communicate to the public as state organized state institution like
what were you expecting them to say
now and then was on my fire IT director
na printers there will press
and I'm say IT director and sanctions be near the call. Yeah, this young one 7 year can you teacher for 1 7 year can you and look at how people are struggling in this country to get promotions. The various demonstrations for the past 2-3 years, teacher for acquire GES.
Okay.
So we follow those things.
Me follow, but yes. I ask you a question. Say, inti sa exams almost so many na pass on mass no. What exams many actually penny na pass.
I don't intimacy.
Media many fee.
Yet ya na no adam kwa de kwatro wasi bye. Mampeni say Africa say mo pass dodo.
Also pass dodo and so mu
ye na education watch for so de omo research ba say kwada no dodo na de apo ne ma. So those things in there ye ntimi fans nye as just say how can omo nyina be pass it? It is incumbent.
I'm asking.
Yes,
I'm not saying that.
A harmless question. Good. It is incumbent on the education ministry no.
Okay.
Say ya tire so hwe what the accurate figures, ni accurate result beba out. Untimi mfa manfo emotions media go. Ya obi ewo 59 years. Okotro sa paper no be. You know the reason why? Onim say aka ne 1 year na okọ pension at least say upgrading na the pension pay no e be reflective wom. And look at all these people how they are suffering. Inti sa ma me na ono 59 years e wanya hypertension kraka ho no. Now we sending the message so we pass it 2 days by our sending it say we fail. What person na sitinam yes.
Okay.
We should be serious. The next point answer na me dey see for mama.
Yeah. From the obesi because
me say me call form no. Yeah. Transfer of teachers to special schools. Me dey me see that was last year and I'm tell say special school for cry demonstration e wa kuapem ho. Enti okrom wo ho no. What is some demonstration? Na mental.
School for the blind.
Yeah, omo demonstration pass.
Or deaf, I think me.
Yeah, they did so. Now my name say after some of those incidents ne happen with some of the schools and I trigger those transfers in there. And the amateur teacher for no complaining to do and say, "Nye transfer no be kono kra ne ha no." And then no transfer grants enko. And this our transfer na so kwa. Afi na nipa na kope baby atena ko han dan. Wa ma no hwe ode ko afi na ko settle. Ya say what I say. So all those factors no I was here putting into consideration. Said the be ya o ka se obi nko baby a obekọ ne boko. Capitation grant. And then we know say capitation grant. School feeding. Omo no esu be 7 months ye nti omoka. And niema we na we dey education is attractive because I normally say free education a very good policy yeah. But ya nhwe ni here nsunso bone e dey be magana for chenfa so because and the crutch ni na otimi hwe ne ba no. Crutch ni no otimi hwe ne ba no 3 months na kwada ni tifia otimi fa teacher ni ma class. Ba ma me na onye katia onye hwe no 3 months ne ba ni
misero. When you 10 minutes enye 1 minute in be and seconds ne be
teacher for there ya masem hia me o. Me ma me ka ho. Chia madam
Nana ya krata bia Adekye ye dia menhwa mense no ye yi article 10 bia Professor Ransford Jampo acho or say prior to independence in 1951 about the end of the first republic na ye interesting na Ghana said they need produce teachers na efe na teachers akatua so e wo so or see in fact now senior lecturers were paid around 1,350 per annum. And 1,350 no na pounds set sabre no. Any idea also sure after overthrow from Nsroma no ena eniama sesan ena afi yes because ka bi say Nsroma time no na boy enim defo bi din yaho Chapman no a secretary to cabinet ojai be headmaster wa achimota because na teaching profession ne ye ti after Nsroma overthrow no na eja omo mbetena so no mo yom si ai na mo professors enti a free sabre neighbor no ye to me ensesa nyama because asemba kwa na anu me ne bo phone so nkomo kan say omo school ni a wa kire na de na abeye minister ana wonya kwan abeye pani o oni ubuki appointment kra wo kwa as we need time omo ni omo time so respect bia nim ni adenti we teacher no me
ya debut but mama mfa nchiama me party for party penny for me leadership na me mo yiso ya kom mfa ya koma Mr. Edward Boating former ambassador to China.
Oh, okay.
Na si ne papa ewu san ye mase.
Okay.
Me ne yire ye minua nti no me mfa nchiama no na me nhye ne din say me welcome to the club o papa ewu enye easy. Yes, me
papa club no.
Me papa ewu na still am nya impact.
Baby our baby we do.
Me nam ka che me papa de no em boyfriend no.
Parents dey.
Yes, anka me
wo
yes, otiase anka obo ma ba so say more fire.
Matete uyi.
Then he dream and it's a general secretary of CPP, but it came after his death.
Oh.
Minua ba me da was asem no waka ni nyina ni se meka kra.
Baby we obi article na me
tu waka ni nyina kwa me Nkrumah wuye bibia anya adwuma bio. 1966 ye tu Nkrumah.
Then Ghana is stand still.
The Ghana they say okuta crutches say from that time. Kudita we obi antimi nya ne hwe nti se mmraso se Ghana EDCPP ba power.
Nti teacher for no nye den.
Teacher for
court strike na resources no mu hia me emfa mo akopim se CPP be ba power ye nim da mo be power.
Yeah power there ye ba 2024 ye ba power.
About before mo be ba no se mo be ba mpo before mo be ba.
Se na me ba ho. Me se me cho se Kwame Nkrumah call. Wono a waka Kwame Nkrumah ye tu no. Ankrofo ye tisu ena hyehyɛ ase wo wase
CIA ana se
ne CIA konfo ba ofie nya obi na akere ne kwan
abibia na obi na akere ne
kwan wo na konfo bi na obeba ofie obi nkire ne kwan
e bia wo ye CPP ni nti na wo kan
o me nam ka che konfo bi ba ofie a obi kire ne kwan
Eric me da asemi a
se CIA obi na ma CIA ho kwa Bible kora ka sansa na obi bewura ofie no na wabie kwan amana ba inti no Kwame Nkrumah free ho so no mfu so mutu Kwame Nkrumah no mebetimi aye adwuma no unye bi da bebie bia na abehu se ne esite Kwame Nkrumah aye bi amagana Nkrumah never dies teacher for
atiki ya mekan dia madomo
wadom me pa me da na se so nipa ko
I should have known.
Yes.
Professor Ransford Jampo na choy.
Why there pa.
4th August no ogi kanzema na me twa na won say any week na holiday ya ma.
I'm pa.
The friend can put this to you.
Na 4th August make cancel say Ghana nipa yi and yes nipa bi na found Ghana. Time aye Ghana no omo wen. Womo musi ya ncha womo na ne womo num TV a no ma frɛ British government so womo nto womo bu Ghana for nye ready for independence. Yen fa no ntenche ne nka teacher for ase me na me teacher. Ma kyerɛ de. Me kyerɛ de no. Me nya ho impact because nkola am ye class aye de ma me no. Na nse ya me gina trade fair ne ba ko be gina me nchen. No ofre me hu no mpo so medical doctor.
Wow.
What do I say? Teacher need there. I see a teacher for you. Because MPP for Nankasa no, woman pay teacher for.
Nana.
And the president no anka so person you teacher there will reward or baby for if you want to be a millionaire.
Oh, sasa na papa ne kan no, ono pe no waka. Ana e bi a baby okwo kan na na. Sometimes say me bi ono mo aden ya to say we don't know.
Na wonim teacher for almost America. teacher for the university lectures almost ka
won ka bi da say
min ka bi da say teacher ni debi obi na wakatua wo heaven there that obi amfrɛ o
teacher for me boa o teacher for katua mfa mobra
thank you
your friend say heaven so wakatua wo heaven na e great because heaven is where we are all striving to go to ye kwa ye banema ye nyina e heaven ya wutiwe upese okọ heaven yes they describe hell ho nya baby obi beko nti obi kura ka se bi akatua wo heaven na je se ho no ye glorious but asasi su no akatua se woji because bible kura se wanya adwuma wunidi nti ade se ye de teacher for se ye de ma wo what is due them they should be because teacher adwuma nya easy o hwe enne me bae abofra bi ewo oye adwuma ha ntimi monidi abofra bi ewo makeup wo ne small boy enenam honam se ade ne de be ma wa nko school no se ma wa makwan yo nti eye ne wo bebre because from anapa 8 to maybe 3 wo de wo ba ekokoshi teacher ni nsem teacher ni na etete no teacher ni na ekire ne kwan otemase yemu bia yen se ni ye papa no me politicians a wo mani ni ye so at the time because politics no mo ye no ye teacher fo ye mema ni bi wo hwa no mo ye mentors me ka me papa time anam so no ye politician through and through nye ne politics bi politics ni ye de no ko shape prison ye de no ko sell wo agitate wo ye dede wo make sure say Ghana ye you don't see him me teacher Mr. Mensa Mr. Amofa Mr. Kenwood womu ene gina ye bi se Mr. Kenwood say me class 5A no nim say me papa ye politician Kumasi obi anim afeja ntoa intine nani wo me hu because onim say that factor wasn't very present inti teacher oyo obi ani hu hia politician ni hu hia nche teacher ni na make politician teacher ni na wote a wo ka brofu ya ye wo to ho wa nka brofu ya wo to ho no na wo
Adekye mfanto ho wa na ne se de o cheche no me mpe
me Adekye mfanto Eric ti hoyi
na me ka bi mo
ni petitions a wo churo enye teacher ni anko timi churo petition
David ka no suman kasa bro number ifo bi
wo de by phone no kasa na wo ka na ye ka sese ye ntimi nchuro but wo timi churo kwa teacher ni ene ma wo timi churo teacher at every level from kindergarten straight into adult education mu krampo no teacher ni hu hia
intina na sese ye be ne den
omo sese ye hwe yetimi atua 16 million ama middleman am na de akoto treasury bills a wo je ho interest 3 months ekutano
o say
me see yetimi atua 16 million ama middleman na wo ye shake e de akoto treasury bills ekutano the account mu a wo je ho interest yetimi nya sika ntua teacher for ka
she can offer it
yetimi nya da me wie me time nso ye wo pese o yi me so me wie yetimi nya sika it is pathetic because even kwasam o mo ka Erica kan ni nyina even in COVID no kra no niema logistics that they need to protect themselves kra nya available sa sika ya yakwa ana sika bi e de toto twene ni ade entimi nsi classrooms man kole enya space see free SHS is a very good program but ho aka de na se yetimi ye otemase ansa na start free SHS yes of course politics yenye bibia na ye politics ni reality sets in it is a reality setting in yesi yetimi express say reality ni yenye dialogue on free SHS
okay
how do we go about it otemase say na ade enkoye even kwa we do point a we feel say enkoye because teachers no kasa o ma ba be kasa no say na I am say amen won because from the very beginning we count say oh this is okay yentimi nka ho say but today if they are talking about it amen won it's even possible teachers are in there getting COVID ayenim because the situation na omo wo mu no enye good enough ade ba kokora na ehu say COVID ho ahwan ba ye ya delta inkole ebi nya bi edi ebentia because maybe the facilities are omutimo no kra no enkoye omobo omafoafo so otima say Professor Jampo wo ka ayi ye friend say na yi a wo ka sese ya wo say at enya article kwa ayi you tag for no wo say almost starting pay for a new lecture $2,084 dollars say me the bus say is about 11,879.20. Almost sika say so omoji for a lecture. But in first it can now because single spine 2012 single spine structure it has not been implemented for them. Na say your friend is saying National Labour Commission me maame wo ho. Me maame na ye vice chair. But we do anko yi eni se wo mo kase UTAG me maame Rose Kakaria nam on na vice chair. Eni se o mo kase monko. Of course, as so mo kono mo che nkola na de. Ye nkola no hu hia. Teacher for hu hia. Yes, it's very important. But the way am obeka no, you don't order them and ask mo ma court on order them. Ebia ni so ka so o ma kwa akoye se akola wa bo na wo bo ni be wo so o pa abome. O so o mo pe kra ye mfo mo ntum. We mo fa ho. Because about survival. So wuti fie ne se wo maame ne papa mu gumaduane so a na mpreko nam ne enwa ne nkrante na mo de akokoti akotom ma aduane so ankola no ba agitati against him.
Thank you. 10 minutes na so. Dennis, Yebeka teachers UTAG and Nagrad CCT and your monso kokobo mo de myself o mama up to September 30. Yema resources ni soon. Enyesa monso mo nyachuma.
But that's it. Mechia ahefo nyina especially MPP Eastern Patriots. Enemia Frank, a Brim constituency youth organizer. Na me chame mame. And I Eric de Michiano because Michiano I have free our control petition about me. Would you say NDC petition is in Eric lecture?
No diabolical. What boy? No petition. Met a few time.
Yeah, what your petition?
Then it's never flown.
I say me say a car education in some you say. I am NDC for person mo dey chaskile sana I am MO. Teacher for no consent in a very genuine. A consent me sure say even the Minister of Education Honorable Odichum very much aware or no more edins is our sona on my head na to me asoso because they no mo bisa almost say teach the learning materials and then infrastructure issues be about her mom. I mean UTV here crazy see a staff meeting staff no at every point in time it will be beside no maybe a bit to my day akonenum and I think say it's a genuine concern I say a tina super now you to me need do hujuma mom but the hard win say obi to say every corner about be mu pen na issue be say about ye gina ebe hwe ne apekọ ebe fa so a forward looking you be to me a do solution aba no na obetwe yakọ echire bekeka na aban koto past questions na aban koto math set na nkasa skalo de kosi da ya o mampeni John Dramani Mahama o spend about 115 million Ghana cedis editor dictionaries editor sandals editor school uniforms edema Ghana for enkwala ni bi eye enkwala nyina 150 million no crampo na or spend the tour sandals school uniform and your friend say dictionaries no when tuyaka ye ba mu 2017 no as part of the liabilities are ye beto ya say ye clear no e sa cost we ba ko 3.8 million Ghana cedis or the tour your friend say sandals and about 2 million Ghana cedis or the tour uniforms and $17 million US dollars 17 million US dollars or say that dictionary de ama nkola 17 million na obekasa say we cheme say na mato math set akola ni hia e de akotro exams any past questions are obi a wako secondary school pin
here then say be ka ba no na mo disagree me ko
let me
ho abasam amofa
no make us ho abasam here have you ever heard say MPP ni be complaining about it because you see they are complementary niema akole bi oko school here akole bi a oko school bi a oni uniform she no ohia uniform akole bi a oko school a oni mpaboa she no ohia mpaboa akole bi a oko school ehia dictionary obekan it is about tobo mo there is no problem I am not complaining about the fact say on mampeni de 17 million US dollars at dictionary but you see I am bringing back to only diabolics ni propaganda in this for the church of my and bibi omo ye say utumi 115 million Ghana cedis the cotton pabwa, any uniform, any dictionaries, a man kola. Wabra omote your friend say dua sesu ade. Wabra omote fam esu ade. Wabra omote blocks so esu ade. And na wo ba what's ya be catch me say nkola no to me nsu ade. Nkola no akeka pe so abobo so classroom because I didn't interrupt. Did you
read this?
Write it. The patch, I didn't interrupt you. Don't do that. It was a matter of almost 30-45 minutes. Don't do that.
Dennis.
Who be catch you say? Who be catch you say? Yeah, you know you disika akwakoto math set. And they past questions are every senior high school student actually needs if you are preparing for an exam, no. Na kan you go see school there and kan kola number na mo ba 2013 no e be from 2016 no en kola no mo te fam kan mo de sas kana 115 million no mo de to dictionary kan mo de to mo de school there en ke basic school there ba ko 372 the DMC paying into I know how much a 3-unit classroom block and a 6-unit classroom block costs 115 million Ghana cedis now mo de to dictionary na me dictionary mini baby wo mo de to sandals na en ye Ghana ni yakola bia na nya bi no 115 million Ghana cedis no and can bet to me a classroom blocks 372. And come here, and can buy way by no, and can see or many sick at the forefront. And you have the energy without shame, set on national TV, calling out the government who has come to clear your mess. And I'll tell you something that has gone on in the educational sector. Oh, by catching me say, you buy and get funds sick at the idea. The Ayaba Betoye, a Kaya Betoye, our education sector, 131 million. 131 million Ghana cedis, including dictionary 17 million US dollars momotoye. Going to me into yaka, including 500 vehicles motoye going to me into yanka. These are liabilities and the cost buy clear. Beyond that, no, yanko ankoti andawo. Oko basic schools now. When you get to the basic schools, and I'm going to give you the figures so that we are all clear in our minds. Oko basic schools ni more. Yeah, awarded contract and cost 719 for improvement of infrastructure. 719. Out of that, no, we are 280 and collecting musu ade. 719. We are 280 and collecting musu ade. YouTube for we are to me day. Listening in our mamo. And then if you have the time and chance, you go around the country and verify each of these figures. Look, no, it's here. It's here. I'll give it to you. It's here. Made buy. I brought it. It's here.
I said,
it is here. It is here. I'll send it to you now. Messenger mouse is here. Senior high school now can was them. You buy no. Now Kolana omo take classrooms no. You just 90,000. E wo fie afibia omo to me school because classrooms ni susa. You buy you beto you do. Ghana senior high school.
Okay.
Every year you just 90,000 wo fie because omo nja classrooms in trim. Ghana. Out of that 90,000, the people who are in that classroom to this one, they are cut-off points. They are artificial cut-off points. Yes, when you are 24, and I'll be to me at school. In so I collect B anywhere until I for the 2017. You are 24 to be to school. Why? Because the schools were choked. Secondly, I collect this over. Yeah, Baba B school. The other mammy debate to your fees. The other to your PTA. The other thought your friend is saying troubles there. The other only be until I collect a fee. 90,000 Ghanaians every year. What it means is that during your 8-year tenure, you left almost about over 1 million kids at home. I went to me and school. Now I buy way aba. Now I buy fa or minor sika, and you be a sika or minor sika. Now or the head or man for abo mohoka no mumba etumenya school ako. Now the challenges and wo be kebi. Wo ba be kebi. E ba be catch you say 80 because you school then we enti no. E me man kwala no math set. And they pass questions say so mo dey prepare for exams no. Ye nyan to wo. Ye ni nyina kakaka.
Ye dey here ansa na ye dey fa.
Dey here ne say akwala na wa sua dey 3 years no. Or prepare for exams. So be man no ho akade no to be dey try the exams. Eno dey here. Eno ene here. Enti me no ka say me dey me fie wura dan ka enti na me ko fie ma me didi. Se me de me fie wura ka e dan ka enti me ko fie ma me didi. E na mabubo bi a che wo no. Ye ba ye last time is it Vaco Trust? Year audit of the total number of schools and trees in my room. They counted almost in excess of about 4,000 schools in my way more. SSA, you to me SC every out of that, no. MPP abaye no 719 out of that 4,000 ye di hujuma. Aye we mu 280. Omo dodo say no mo ye Yeah, mu 719. Omo buy no komo so ye mu 719 anka. 1400 ye free mu no. You did nothing about it. We are fixing your mess. We are fixing the country. Ye ditum challenges here teacher for Kenya ye ba beto ye. It's a fact. But we have data and figures.
Ujitum say na teacher for no so anasa Ghana for mujidi say mess wo ho. Na mu betumi afix nti no mo dem.
Enu ne me no ndie ho chinje kra. Enu ne eti ye ba ye no na ye was schools under trees 4000. Ye be yimu 781 e free ho. That is fixing it. Omo yimu sai so omo yusu yimu 700 free mu a nka sambre nke 1400. Eti the teachers have the new concerns. Their issues they have raised are very, very legitimate.
Thank you.
But what we are telling them, they say, you fix problems, no, and kakra. Eventually, no. Eventually, Eric, what will happen is that teacher for no kuma beto muyim. Now,
see both NDC and NPP are the same. Omunyina be kronsa. Frimpon yeboa Emmanuel, watching live from the University of Ghana. We, the students, are encouraging UTAG to be firm in demanding better conditions of service, but they should kindly allow us to go home so that they can battle the government very well. Felix Majesty Boatin, yeah, Nanado will kill teachers, so it is better to sell yogurt more than to teach. Lilian Akosia Bidiako, this government is so corrupt to the bone marrow that now the poor school feeding program meant for the underprivileged schools in our rural areas have been denied. Children who walk kilometers in and out a day just to have a feel of what education is are now being robbed of little food for a flimsy politician's pocket. Ben Kwesi Edu, oh GES, why? I'm one of the teachers who returned from study leave with pay 2019 and applied for upgrading to the rank of principal superintendent in November 2019. Nanaya, up to date, GES has failed to upgrade me and also failed to issue upgrading letters. Why? Please ask your prof for us the reason why he doesn't want to upgrade us. Samuel Adekye, my name is Samuel Adekye, watching you live from FPU headquarters, Accra. Please, Depo. God bless the panelists. Okay. Sami Kwe says Leviticus powers Kaswa. The powerful economic tutorial offered to the NDC by His Excellency Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is giving them headache and nightmares. Honorable MP and Minister Batampa Mevisawa Kumseng and the good people of Kaswa have taken note of your industry, humility and visibility. Okay. Eric Jemfi, so you people don't want farmers to enjoy small. We the farmers want a bag of maize increase to 1,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, Kevin Anechampo, watching live with Mr. Bride, a Sophie coming inside in some warm country, Lord. Ghanaians should keep calm. They are putting too much pressure on President Nanado. He will surely fix the country before his tenure of office. Opinion 80 Kaswa. The Akufo-Addo-led government is doing very well with 1D1F initiative. These developmental projects and other social intervention policies are major determinant factors which wins election. Michael Fifi Asan, Adekye should stop his usual propaganda and deal holistically with the subject matter on board. 79% increment. Hey, I'm sad. That's Eze Obina Ishon. Citizen Francis. Some NDC elements on social media are happy because justice of the Supreme Court who have divergent views to a case they sent to court has died. Oh, how? Hey, Mutumukansem. We were Wanija Kusisen. Bright of Osu Bantama Hene Germany bar for Udia Sempa. Hey, Unkwa Wasiri, Adekye, your party was in power for over 30 years. How many schools did they build in Volta and Uti regions, for example, not even to mention Northern Ghana? Ablade Fiokuma UTAG strike issue, I'm asking why government don't want to accept that what the UTAG is saying. They said they don't want an increment of any salary. All they want is government to send them back to single spine. 4% increase in salary. They said they don't want it. Simplicity. Why should this be a problem? Okay. It's only a next topic. Nana. Yes, TUC leadership. Debbie, yes, TUC leadership. Abagenie we. Inti afi adwumefo aketu antumu ene afida. Afi ebeba adwumefo aketu antumu. Nanso ekobi aba. Friend coalition against TUC and organized labor. One more the petition. I come mama penny say TUC for sa bargaining na negotiation omukoye woma to atwi woma to afom enti man penny sign enhwemu bi
4% now.
Yes, 4% for this year. Now 7% for next year.
4% in the basis.
Na me bisa say and so TUC work on ono TUC leadership no omo nne omo ho ti say utago ya na no omo ko negotiation mo si yo mo kan yate ye ko boy ye nkrofo amanye enti TUC no one ne nkrofo other organized labor unions no leadership na nkokasa say say no mo kan na mo ne mo nkrofo nkodwen ho. How did they arrive at this 4%?
Be say omo no de ba yo mo kan ne say government says kani ho.
Okay.
Inti na as if say mun so musa. The corner de abufuo no so be kaya that was what was going on say then amomo kokko gisa ade we on abi house say you sika kokko ye on negotiation no aba ni aba be kan already no omo won hyehye bi e da ho say say every year bia na etu kanum etu ebo num na pay no 10%.
Okay.
What you say?
That was on the single spine.
From the single spine. It says every year bia no
10%.
At least 10%.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
Inti no say ba now say 4%. So only me ma me share. Year kono so maybe
less than half.
Yes, ansa no mo be kono so no. Omo tena se edi nkomo.
Okay.
Unions ni heads ni nyina be share. No mo so ni omo unions ni be share ansa na union heads ni be share no mo ba be share ye fe ya ban ne mpanyimfo.
Okay.
That's the Secretary General of TUC no. No omo ba be discuss say ye koi for such and such a reason see enya ye 10 no de say da ho. Na bia kakra ye den ba be ka ho. Say ye nya bibia kra mo fa ye 10 no enye den emaye. Ba say wo kona akoko beje 4% dia ahometi.
Na nye bi omo kote 4% na se no omo afa reasons ama wo.
Say reasons somebody buy say aban say munye. But even though etimi tuya Bengelman 16 million for Sputnik vaccines no aban say munye. Even though etimi increase president by 79% no aban say munye. Even though etimi talk cars ema Council of Elders, Council of State, no, abansi emunye.
Condition existing. It's a pre-existing.
There be pre-existing condition. No, more than they pre-existing. Teacher forces to pre-existing.
Okay.
Because they see it me two or market to him.
And so what that?
I also I could you know what that. Because I dear back could see a two sack to your numa. Affect even private sector workers. Because almost so be unionized. My who is a government sector workers and workers in general.
Okay.
Also, I say, a benchmark, a binum or woman casano every year, especially private sector, and some of the institutions are military departments and agencies are one year core public service, but almost under the public service. A binum or homogen levy is a NCE.
Okay.
It's a PURC.
Okay.
What I say, almost levy or homogen. Into almost dear no, almost conditions of service, maybe every year be an year better say, Mala once is ye be say, and no. As an public is at 10% overall no so and so. It's once I bet 2 sa akatuanum 10% no affect you bia. And also so boama will pay no cost run as a pension. No say Erica Bibi say my men are already 59 years so are feeling or pass I will call the next level. The 1 year can 60 years as salary you need the man or pension. I don't need a better so the other day a chiano.
Say before best 3 or 6 months.
Or best 3 yes, so into a Bible call 1 year into 60 into 6 months or budget hank or calculating the best 6 months or them.
Okay.
Because they say no nya you calculate at least last year now what they konopo be near the amount. It's BB saying ni nyina ye niema eboama ma workers so etimi ayiro mo ye adwuma because they be say workers nye adwuma but ya niema bebre wo ho enko yi for Ghanaian workers who we adwuma kwa be adu ti beto kra no a problem.
Okay, thank you. Eric meeting no minti was adwumayefo akache ni ne twimu afi omo de petition akoma mampani se TUC no wafom osa negotiation ye honti on san hwebi.
Yeah, me das nan kan pese me ye rebata.
Pacho wo 5 minutes.
Yeah, on say first topic here how the two we. Yeah, actually for strike omoko. Yan kan school for omoko strike asem. Ena oko school man kwada ne die hia. A teacher for die hia. Ena wo fo nso ye wa so die. Nti ene school for nti atwa. Actually for na ati atwa. And they've cited reasons. And this me maka enema bi osusu se me say enyo useful at this time na why. No more the challenges about. You should be able to tell them say your top assets, your top ask questions, but ye be we na mama. You don't say obi to textbooks. Obi to textbooks and no more resist textbooks unkwada ninya, but under Mahama Mills we bought more than 12 million textbooks for them. Today they are complaining about textbooks. Say aba motor ni maybe mo ntuaka ye na ebi tua ne adade. Aban bi a transition take place assets and liability na edema. Enu nti na bresi amoje ne na mutu bi hye ye mada ache aye kasa no utimeje bosia 20 years entua yes ebia na mampeni kra wonte ase sebe ebia na finance minister ante ase nti eno no ochena bi obi kwa akutua obeka se MPP for na gi ntimi ntua you pay enu nti na oka kire Ghana for say education sector or crisis especially free SHS nti ye monkwaje 1.5 billion through get fund account oko senior high school projects na ekoso no dodo na ye ship ye na ne ye any co-position am more transfer into 1.5 billion na moje will get fund projects ben amode aye nothing is ongoing so teachers are complaining now what see you sit down teacher ni no other classroom ho and I hold on hide them ono so ntimi ntua ne dan ka what see aban sit down am akwada atem massa they are suffering attend to their needs that is all yeah teacher for no nsem no bia we so omo ka ho bi but my question mebusa ne say TUC no are they representing the interests of their membership and I say leadership or wabem? They should ask their leadership because me share 2 years before you maybe what mu studio ha. Reasons they cited no me dampam na mesre. Aban say accepting sa enkwada no kro mo be wie school no ye ntimi post bi mo nkwa adwuma education sector and the account are these tangible reasons obetimi aka kire Ghana ni oye adwuma. Say enu nti na katua obema na 4%. Because Ghana ni krona ya we say na aban investment or yen corruption no e change the deco capital expenditure enti mfaso de bia mada bia sika na yira o tu na katua mu 4% ono no de e okay mampeni de ye increase ni be 79% vice president be 76% omala ones bibia kosro na teacher ni no kire sankofo na de ne de any other workers other working class na omo na generate resources my leadership CM5 more mining tumpono. Yeah, omo de odi more money. To the extent they say, must say advance can say advanced negotiation na to more omo de ani mu say e no say be more 7%. It should be fair to workers in this country. Yeah, in the history of our country, e bin see that say adwumayefo akatua ye say etumu a ya tumu kra 4%. The lowest is 10%. Enti ka wo de kra de wo se wontimi nya hwe no fa ne 10 dada na amane. The 10 wasia ateso. What is 6%? Another you know besia kumunu so wasia ateso 3%. They should be fair to workers in the country because they be bia bo okosoro. Ya me ne otie say o per single room ahan won kan. You know the conditions attached to those things. And the petrol bo okosoro. Sa government worker na ya to na katwem 4% no. Aban within your 2 about 8 months what to full we move at 17%. Where taxes are your kind budgeted by taxes mako ben watching. Sana katua na udi aguso no 4% ya okoti. Sa taxes so san kwatini in free. So at the end of Ghana workers in this, we do all these things. Omunye highly motivated, so ombeme positive results. I was yenya. Intermediate aban ni TUC leadership no. Minima yonkofa wo mo ntemu a. Omu leadership no san kwaji tum. Ena mo a moye enkofo amoso mo hye sa TUC for na se no eya mo hwe mu leaders ni ye because one thing na eku Ghana adwuma for na ni say edu so mo koyi leadership a ye politicians ya party any party bi won so na ewura ho because at the end of the day obi ko serve obi selfish interest nti ono ko ya okọ admit ma membership ni na no enkofo no na ebre but aban ni okay some of the people in government are enjoying today.
Dennis, mobile and the coalition against TUC and organized labor.
I think it's
increment.
A very important said the can you be putting on record say the salary increase, you know, the outcome as a result of a negotiation between the government and then the workers union.
And almost say union no from.
No, me. I'm giving my background. And you are buying corner question deal, and or the figure be about say there's an increase. A negotiation. And say union nako. Now say union no say omo leaders no the omo negotiating momo no. Omo ni enje ho omo ni so. It's your matter petition. I think it's a petition when it's written, it needs to be given the necessary, consideration and discussions around it.
Okay.
But they're very important. Say you be putting issues way into proper context because my kind trade union congress for almost statement to my members. One of the things they said, which was quite crucial, was the fact that challenges a war for CCR, and then other factors eka and omutuminya asa 4% na omunya. Because you see, elsewhere in the world in 2020, a lot of workers were laid off. But in Ghana, no single public sector worker was laid off, even though productivity was low. Some of them zero. It tells you that within the challenge. No, it tells you that within the period, the government has actually showed a lot of good faith and done well, because other countries are abino lay workers be off. Other countries are abino maybe more half. Abino maybe more half rates because during the pandemic, not omunye juma. But in Ghana, irrespective of the challenges, the teacher for almost a whole year omunye juma. Bye bye to But in other jurisdictions,
is this a good?
No, I am just telling you that the government has shown good faith even in times of difficulties and challenges.
Watuna kept 79% in pandemic. President.
Dennis Koso.
Dennis Twan.
I never come in background there. It's not Casada me my cool.
And yes, why?
No, but it's needless. Needless. If you have a government in times of extreme difficult conditions, in other jurisdictions, you may phone because they've lost their jobs. In fact, Ebimukra have lost their jobs in other countries. They don't even have any right to negotiation. But in Ghana, the government held forth, ensured, say, even those who are not producing were being paid. Your frontline workers, your friend is saying incentives, any motivation, are buying had to go and look for money to give them in times of during the peak of the pandemic. I am of the view, say, what's here there 2 years in penny for neck. And discussions, of course, once are more arriving at 4% now. I'm of the view, say, a lot of thinking and deliberations went into it. That notwithstanding, this group have also put their petitions forward. It's gone to the TUC, it's come to government. Because the Labour Ministry will pick it up, Finance Ministry, they will pick it up, they will look at it. From 19, I hear, you started seeing running this kind of system. Say, public sector, your friend is saying wage adjustment. All the time there are discussions back and forth, there are negotiations back and forth, there are strikes and demonstrations back and forth. It's new.
But after single spine, you don't believe that stabilizes?
Oh no, of course. After single spine stabilizes.
So why set the single spine model aside?
No, you see the issue is that when it comes to wages and income, you should always expect these things. It happens everywhere, even in private sector. So I just say it happens everywhere. 90% will be better to 95%. Obinya 98% will be 99%. It is money, income coming to someone. You should expect, say, once it has to do with income or revenue coming to somebody in the day, issues like these will come up. What is crucial, and I say, when they come up, the parties and stakeholders involved, will sit down, discuss, bring all the variables and indicators, on the table. Now, Oma arriving at a consensus will be a and I think that is exactly what government is.
Mami Musa, we will time now, but in under 1 minute, me Musa will quick. But show other jurisdictions, or more ebimukra Lucy or more Jumani Adeno. What they say be other parts of adwumayefo of the state no omunya akatua ntomu. Do you get my point? Say, oh, but Ote say baby or the omulusi o market o adwuma.
Possible. But many data. I mean to me
but say ye nyina covid aba ye ho akere ye mia ye ni. Enti ye mia ye ni na say ofoforo ana say de o ka chem say mia mani no ono oto ono ankasa ne ho akatua mu a enkofa mu number.
It's only the percentage difference.
79% against 4%. How do you say?
The variance in the percentages. And I'm saying, the other party, union be at the petition about. Who knows? If you're going to discuss it, you're going to win 80%. That doesn't come to play here. At the end of the day, trade union say, yeah, propose at the core, you discuss it, yes, and you do 4%. So what you say? And you say, be a one sect of the public sector, no, I increase your salary, no wage the others. They have also increased their salaries.
Okay.
True.
Then I rephrase my question.
Yeah.
OSHA increment in what? Is it a fair increment? 4%?
No, we have my
as against 79%.
No, I think it's unfair.
Okay.
I think say difference
is 1 minute. Me can't.
I think difference is
maybe anke etwemu a TUC for nko te say nko ma boko janyo. Is it TUC for TUC CPP?
That is to say.
That is to say TUC for nankasa they should be fair.
No, match the entire.
Abuche mama no ne de me ma.
Good.
Abuche.
Otima say emre bi etwemu a me very fair. TUC for nko mbeka say 4% no eswa. Anko ma boko jan. Ka leadership aboko jan.
Sa mere no nye ne.
But that
if it's a no
my dear
pandemic wo.
Ma say pandemic kwa na atimi bua nipa. Otima say pandemic and like citizens and in the pehiamwa. So all the countries all the countries Oma I try to help citizens. Yama wo musika kakra. US say yemfa ye ho to US musika me ya na mempe comparison with US because omo musika bebre. But I watch even some African countries oma boa. Enye pandemic mu na woman ni pesika ketwa because already ono na ho akye no niema akosoro nkofo ntimi mfa ye friend is goods ma ye import led economy.
Okay,
na na wotemasi intinu say wo to obia ayima e say we realistic about it ma wo mani sika ebe ma na ye den etimi survive na emma boni bia ma obi tiri
nti like the petitioners who feel say TUC one bageni ye
10 seconds.
Okay.
10 seconds.
I'll give you 1
minute. The only reason it's here TUC and Boko join is simple leadership from government. You see, some time passed. Now, a buyer was on the dead goods. They are being but in this government, when you speak up, you make your petitions available. When you raise your concerns, leadership is willing and ready to sit down with you. It's a buyer no embrace a buyer no eman no kwine. Any TUC for
now say membership of TUC so are against their leadership.
They
were against
their
leadership.
Now they say no my way.
There were times that they had the labor, the forum. Unions who come
there
together.
Are on several occasions membership of the trade unions have disagreed with decisions on leadership taken. But you see, they will only go on the street with red bands when the government of the day is not ready to engage. Under the MPP government, you know, we engage in Brebia. It's a fact.
Medase.
Yeah.
Brad, 1 minute. Yes.
Medase. I want to say, since our Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, on Money Public Service, Sergeant Standing Committee negotiation with Shasian, was it from 2010 over? You know, market 2 more near the Magana for. To say the name American pandemic. I want to have in the background. Because 2011 will be to a 20%, 2012 by 18%, 2013 10%, 2014 10%, 2015 13%, 2016 10%. Or by 2017 to move to 12.5. And at 2018 11%.
Single spine, 10% and over.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And at 2021 4%. And at 2022 7%. Wow, sir, ordinary Ghanaian na no ye can be manasa no pay. Leadership, they live by example. Yeah, what COVID, more the COVID na kasa wa Ghana, me nim say COVID-19 na Kufuor na ye captain there. because Ghana problem
Your
in
Excellency or
yes,
President Akufo-Addo.
Wo COVID na ye wo mu no. Sa Ghana fo ya also to market mu 4%. Ya ye ko kan budget na no ada. Yeah, the 8 new taxes. They are the exact people going to pay. Mampeni Akufo-Addo otua tax. Bawumia otua tax. Maybe
Vice President.
One otua tax no. What work at 79%. And the Article 71 office holders no. There's no clause in the constitution binding on the committee na pound say was so to work at him. But Omaya ne say untimi she that man what are we telling Ghanaian workers? So certain debates what's the year? Ghana ni and then what any some penny yes ya what your COVID aba but charter flights.
Okay.
Our specifica etua.
1 minute.
We should be fair to Ghanaians.
Then it's 2 minutes, then we are good to go.
Yes, Uncle Bill.
Yeah, we the vaccine time no 9:46 me time now so unfortunately. Oh, yeah, to yanka kra na enye. Nti then it's yes say
o start here na me dey wie. Me na match bi scan fever.
The bona wo kire ni
akọ.
O start here say
one hour. Me ya na nkrofo no aka say me bias towards you because me amfa nhase wo so. Bia me cheche ne pepe me mpa bodin akeka. Bra yi sha say first topic, second topic, sister in the chat say grandpa cho sha say.
Me ni hosem. I think say this issue is well and settled.
Okay.
Ya come and see the be do no parliament committee na yom adwuma wie.
Okay.
Committee no so no bipartisan. It is say omo muti parliament na
Eric
thank you they can
just
different
NDC MPP for nyina etse committee no so say NDC side no it was honorable Minta Kando in a lead and the MPP side I think honorable Afenyo Markins committee no report by any very clear the recommendations so aba committee ne person mo kire say no kre minister ba committee ne no jitu mu say esa ne covid in 7 ne sambre no second wave na unity somewhere March in the month no na ono ne na ho ode ne bibia no opekọ obefa so obetumi nya vaccines ne bia mo man no na samre no so no na enya ade a oman bia enya vaccine ne bi efi bibia companies no man ka say vaccine no obeka ya that was the time India for cracker is omo kromo jai omo AstraZeneca eduro no ton no in fact na Ghana ye need so nyina ye COVAX platform na AU for asset say mo ne beto vaccine amaye no no magia to so my vaccine worth about $12 million but ekodu be bia India forecast omo jai omo de no ton no COVAX for no so ntumi nya ndro ne bi at some point na compare some bring Johnson & Johnson for the ne bi and crampo no na FDA ntumi hwe Johnson & Johnson de no ma approval and you can imagine the challenges ana as a health minister na owum so na second wave na ba Ghana for ewu na yeyem hyehye yesehwe ahwe ne yi a ebekọ akopem especially omo underlying conditions in penifo. So he needed to get us the vaccine. The only thing our minister made from all the discussions, minister call committee or kai na yeka ho asem the fact say or circumvent procurement processes for international transactions. I just say acquire na mra esese nkofa so na or they call into sa contract with the international distributor no. Like I said, call parliament. When to me, I found call parliament. On also in church, more than my and say, some brain no. Now it was an emergency. It was a matter of life and death. And see, or no, as a minister, he had to take a decision to ensure that he's protecting lives. That is what he told the committee. And for me, when the very first time I met him say, politician be it to me a share committee be here. What to me a year na kumem edunokre and me bo
thank you 3 minutes now afa oh 40 now shall say 46 just a quick one I'm for senior papa one a take decision no na minister of finance kro no otua sika no esese ono nso omo mani abre agima manu nko no esese minister of finance nso ken for ya kan
eh man for neka sami je fi na throw on Facebook or ndra meti ho ndra me TV3 or throw 2 minutes time and on this screenshot my Edemagbena kai. Listen, Sami Defino trust us no ya ba adwuma that he doesn't know the processes and procedures. Let me tell you, finance minister is not entity head for Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health entity head and the Minister of Health. No, and occur into contracts. All the finance minister does is to receive instruction for payment from the Ministry of Health from their budget line.
No, or receiving instruction on cross-checking.
Cross-checking.
All right, thank you. Nana, unfortunately, were you
the person to be held responsible for the processes?
Thank
the
you.
entity head.
On cross-checking.
Yeah, because what's mean cross-checking?
Nana,
that's.
Man, that's on cross-checking.
Yeah,
cross-checking. Now, or receiving instructions now, he doesn't cross-check.
No, I say the minimum the crabby or
Nana,
any minister of finance, no, or spending like the minister of the entity is the spending officer, but the release of funds in this magnitude, as Sikake says in every Ministry of Finance, a government machinery. Intino and some of the request never brewn. As though to due processing in an now all officers is almost a man. And Sunday releases because so they go into an international transaction, they release it into a bank,
especially a use to capping, I may be no more. Yes, what you should, yes, when you should in the class, you release the aqua thing, the for cross checking. But the problem is, oh man, I don't
something because I
cross checking, they're very, very important. So one
cross checking.
Yeah, the cross check is I request net that minimum. So we due diligence. And your cross checking but due diligence. Now making sure say assembly to say you say due diligence be some major infinity way back at all. Cross checking so then it means say we are CBB baby especially sikasama sikenya would dear. The money is for us Ghanaians. Your taxes, near my you gold near man am when you see can loan our cottage on our behalf. It is a war spend there, and so we are prudent. We are way. A Sputnik no. Sika yesi nipa kronuntu. I mean go details of what me on our budget men or my Jim for pen no same shit. Oh, I'm because me defending no. Mrs. Ike be anywhere with ya. Miracles the catch more a powder room say one Nsroma me say man can powder room me no dey come powder room powder room anyway dey come powder room man to me catch me Adam no say one Nsroma me say me go
that's say you
but me no kasa powder room opani no say sika kwanje na busa den say Ministry of Finance say sami je pia say me e bia one person na ka but yendwen wo say instruction aba osuafo me koto ade ade yika so penini timi ka se me kra menya wempo say if payment has been made there be copy committee anymore 19 and busa
no I can explain that one so we
watch the movie
this obo chire cross check ye no enko papa no on me ya aware ana
no but the point is that say minister to minister moko cabinet e hono na wo bebusa wo finance minister say chale guy me di bibia betu ho na ekosen
obi ade na nko cabinet
there be makasa wo ne ko cabinet di nkomo no
okay omo regular cabinet meetings
yes me friend no kra bisa ne say o me de memo bia betu anim otu ana
which is also a form of cross check
obi a wo dis ka memo bia be Ministry of Finance ana ba bia no a wo si entua bibia wo say that agent a medicines for vaccines for protection of human beings no by all means we be follow up it is an emergency inti akodi Minister of Finance we be follow up so we tia anas won tia in the Minister of Finance also I didn't buy beto when no technocrats or say mutimi cross check say e kwan papa so and na ye DTA sika na and as no Minister of Finance say mutimi cross check say I go through the basic your friend is saying a transactional processes a chest international procurement a year contract attorney general wa contract na contracts ni correct e be boa Ghana assembly a merchiri ansa na we sika na kwakotua. That process is in necessary you go through. But sometimes you see an minister no obitimi jama maybe in the technocrats. E niema bebe ministry in the way the wheel no
unfortunately 4 minutes now.
As I say otimi ye den. De no otimi e cross checking. But baba me dey make ya wo fa me time ni bi. Dey me can say sikana wo mo atuama middleman.
Mo dey mun jojo
middleman. Yes, you are very funny. It's so to interest. Because oji sika no de ko to baby kokoto treasury bill na wanye sika wo hwan yenim. Ye sika akodi obi botom a wan fa anya adwuma. Adwuma na sese wo ye no wanye. De no krampo no sika no ebro price no so ono wasan be buyen aka ho nti se ye gi sika no
na
back
wetumi aka ne sa na wo de wudi ano no wa misem
da be se no
Erikeje
yeah me that
4 minutes
interest
954 enka wo kota kra 954
It's not a phone be
attack
Mampeni Akufo-Addo started COVID con. Expenditure COVID mo. NDC as a party there, you're complaining from day one till now. Because you're called just 2 weeks lockdown. Catch if you did Ghana for 540 billion old Ghana cedis, which is 54 million Ghana cedis within 2 weeks. And also, yes, if you did Accra for if you did Kumasi for your vantage points be at near Susa Hona, which are Wapani and Momodian. Ye nyam kram mo be mo na mo ye. But ye can't. Na sa Ghana for hu so yare na aba into the emergency aba. Yare we ba ye ko pass mra parliament e be mama mpani akwanya. Ama na timitru executive order na ye niema hodo pi. Enti ye nam adwaman so aye pe besia pe niema no. Ade bi na na mpani si ohia ahohare so ye de komra hye bedwa fi even that day it me accept because of emergency na e wo munti. Okay, 1 billion facility na $1 no. Day na ye table of floor of parliament. Omo transfer am approve at that day. And ye de kwaje ebisia no. So Rajman menu akọ committee wa admit say enema bi anko yi. Na osusu se sika no kra no omo ntua man. And a finance minister ebe kan supplementary budget. Obe kan supplementary budget na normal ye hu se sika no kra no they've paid 50% of the money, which is 160 billion old Ghana cedis. And this is 60 million Ghana cedis. Now, the yame one kakra ne say asen komona dane wo system no. And the finance minister must go, health minister must go, health minister must na health minister or you different from a ban we mun penny for no coordinating boomai nana. Because per article 181 clause 1 of the 1992 constitution, every international agreement be an circle parliament. Circle parliament na parliament may approve ala. Parliament at the correspondence eco finance ministry because when they payment ya wuti me pa so correspondence benefit parliamentary clerk and ho eco finance ministry say there was such approval meba
oh really na parliament approve ya say
cabinet what the team I know you see there were three arms of government omo nyina bo omo ho omo ye adwuma yi mra se be dwa fi
unfortunately I how 2 minutes
ya na ma men ka ye
me kai wo 9 minutes ne edu so amepo
mangama sem
aka no 1 minute
enti ngita hudie ben ene free me hye be fi eco finance ministry say there was such international agreement at parliament approved 97 finance minister health minister the request aba say was here payment ema obi a ya contract ne say o my sa drugs na ya under sa system no mo use or give me no. Every ministry be a payment no. Finance ministry now they ma approve straight. And you can't tell me as a finance minister, obi the document but to officer, un scrutinize it, un ye due diligence. Oh sorry, I was metia. Do you know the type of contractors are? Omo document I finance ministry, I take it 2-3 years NTI. So what triggered this? Within a twinkle of an eye, finance minister symmetry. Interest ben na no wo. And this is not the first time man we yes are there no. Okay, a Japade. A Japan finance minister must omunye payment be later you go say omo colleagues omo cronies omo contractor omo ye law firm no na etua sika gu omo account mu dada. The same thing happen to PDS, the same finance minister. So what we are saying now is say ono no ye mess health minister because every payment through the system wona utua and you can't tell me na nakosi atweno a onko suku da ne say obi ba se kotua de ahwe ade kro no ho ane watua.
Okay.
So if Ajimamanu must go, finance minister must also go.
Very important.
Okay. Nana Yajantua, General Secretary, Ma CPP, and Dennis Miracles Abwaje, and so a NPP communication team member. Dear partner,
no, very important information to supply. It will help. First of all, say interest. How sikana you transfer ma distributor no. letter of credits near the coin.
Agent or
distributor.
Oh yeah,
agent. Yeah,
agent.
kind of connection mine. More connection mine.
According to Parliament, no.
Oh yeah,
agent.
On your distributor.
Oh yeah, agent.
Because
you see,
Mama, your connection mine cry.
When it comes to vaccines now, countries
they said deal with that direct. Yes.
Even WHO has said
connection mine for
buy. Yeah, exactly so because of Sputnik now, we are Russia Development Investment Fund. And
let's say a country.
Yeah, Russia for no
What is wrong? I have closed the show.
You need to respond to something.
It's okay. I don't need it.
What favor change with you? What favor change with you?
Come back for me.
What favor change with you?
Yapon.
Oh, but something means how?
Yeah, what favor wa?
Sign aba. Medamo say.
More response na wa say interject na we.
What's that?